In this video, we shall understand about subnetting. So it is possible to split the block of addresses into several parts for internal purposes and externally act as a single network. Okay. So if you just observe over here, for the rest of the network, the IP packet will be addressed as 139.12.0.0. However, internally, I want 3 separate subnetworks. Okay, for example, our college has some 14 departments and I want each of the department to be considered as one subnet. So how do I do that? So this is called as subnetting, and the network that result by dividing the larger network into a smaller networks are called as subnets, right? So given the IP addresses, its class can be determined by observing the higher 3 bits, that is 3 high order bits, and the leftmost, which are leftmost in the first octet. So for class A it is always 0. So the IP addresses here range from 1.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. So 128 it becomes 1. This bit becomes 1. So it will not be a class A, it becomes class B. So in class B, the addresses range from 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255. I would recommend you to just remember this range, or you remember the first 3 bits, because there are some questions wherein you will be asked to determine the classes to which a particular IP address belong to. So in class C, it is 110. So you have the addresses from 192 to 223.255.255.255. Okay. So this is one thing you have to remember. So in class A, this is just the description of the same. In class A, the first octet is the network portion. So class A has major network addresses. This octet 2, 3 and 4 are for the network manager to divide into subnets and host as and they wish. Class A addresses are used for networks that have more than 65,536 hosts. Okay. Class B has first 2 octets for the network portion. So class B has a major network addresses from this to this, and they are used for networks that have host between 256 to 65,534 host. Similarly, class C has the address range from 192 to 223 and so on, and it is perfect for the organization with less than 253 hosts. But usually what happens is the number of hosts within an organization will be between C and B. Okay, may not be A, but somewhere class C addresses are very less to fit our host. Class B address becomes more. Okay. So a subnet mask helps us to know which portion of the address identifies the network and which portion of the address identifies the host. Class A, B, C networks have their default mask, which is also called as a natural mask, which is for class A it is 255 because the first octet is network part. Class B, the first 2 octets are host network part, and the last 2 octets are host part. In class C, the first 3 octets are network part and the last octet is host part. So what will be this slash notation? It will be slash 8, this will be slash 16, this will be slash 24, right? Again, I would recommend you to remember this natural mask. So subnetting allows us to create multiple logical networks that exist within class A, B or C. So in order to subnet a network, we usually extend the natural mask of a particular address, and that is, you use the bits from the host portion of the address. So this basically creates a subnetwork address, or it's also called as subnetwork ID. So given the address 204.17.5.0, which class it belongs to? It belongs to class C. So what is the natural mask? It is /24 or 255.255.255.0. Now what I do is, if at all I want to construct a subnetwork, I need to extend the host part. I have 8 bits. Now in these 8 bits, I can use 3 bits to represent my subnetworks and another 5 bits to represent the host in each of the subnetworks. Understanding? So this 3 bits of subnetworks, 3 bits for the subnetworks can create 8 subnetworks, and 5 bits, they actually give me 32 hosts in each of the subnetworks. That is what has been explained here. Creating a subnetwork. So when I represent everything in terms of binary, I extend this natural mask to 3 bits. So these 3 bits are used for creating a subnetwork. So by extending the mask to 255.255.255.224, we have taken 3 bits from the original portion of the host and used to make the subnet. So with these 3 bits, it is possible to create 8 subnets, and remaining 5 host ID bits, each subnet have up to 32 host addresses. Okay, as I was telling you before, we cannot use 2 addresses. Which are those? The network address and the broadcast address. So total usable addresses becomes 30, right? So it goes something like this. So subnet 1 has, this is the same example which has been considered. So subnet